Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Gazen.
And I'm Kiii-TV. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It really has been a nerve-wracking day for the residents of a Southside neighborhood after a massive explosion this morning.
It startled residents in a wide area of Corpus Christi, mostly on the south side, just after 5:30 this morning. The blast happening in the 4800 block of Holmes Drive. In fact, take a look at the map. You can see just how close that explosion was to our studios. Yeah, we did feel it here. More on that in just a moment. But in fact, here are some remarkable pictures from our tower cam. You can see the flames shooting up hundreds of feet in the air. This just moments after the blast.
And really remarkably, only 2 people were seriously injured. They did have to be halo-flighted to a burn center in San Antonio. Now, as for the damage, investigators now believe that a natural gas release inside the home that went up in flames is actually what caused the blast. So far, no ignition source, though, has been found. And our Rudy Trevino is live and first at 6 tonight. Live from the scene with the very latest. Rudy?
Katya, at 5 o'clock today, we were only allowed so close to the actual devastation, but right now we're going to take you as close as we can get to ground zero. Take a look at this. Preston, if you can follow me back here, take a look at this behind me. Is this not perhaps one of the scariest sights that I've ever seen? Devastation. All that's left after the massive explosion. If you can pan to the left, we can see family members now being allowed back in to begin the recovery process of trying to recover whatever belongings that are left that have not been touched by this devastation. You know, not since the 2009 house explosion in Flour Bluff, you remember that one, that claimed the lives of 3 people, have Corpus Christi firefighters had to respond to something this massive. While only 1 house was destroyed in that incident, the same's not true today. Several homes, of course, have been damaged beyond repair, and after hearing from witnesses, it's easy to understand why.
And I saw it was just like a house on fire, and I don't know, I just got scared.
All of a sudden we heard a boom. I actually thought a car hit our window because the bed moved, our headboard is on the window. I thought a car, I was expecting to see a car.
The whole apartment shake, like the whole building. It felt like almost like a car had run into our building is what I thought had happened. And like I heard all the windows breaking out of all of our apartments.
In the meantime, local and state fire marshals spent the afternoon sifting through the rubble to determine the cause of the blaze. Residents, of course, speculated could have been caused by a natural gas leak.
The neighbor had reported smelling gas, I guess, like that it could have possibly been a gas leak, but he couldn't determine it to be sure.
And when did he say he smelled that?
Yesterday.
The smell of natural gas could be smelled yesterday. Isn't that incredible? Yesterday, so you can imagine that if that is in fact what caused it, it built up all night and finally went off at 5:30 in the morning. According to the Red Cross, 3 homes destroyed, 15 homes had minor damages, 55 other homes affected. Of those, 36 were apartment window damages right across the street, Lions Park. Now, as we mentioned, the devastation is incredible. I don't know how families are going to be able to get into this particular area here because it is just so badly damaged. The truck, the van, all the vehicles that were parked out in front of these homes destroyed. You could see the lights still flashing, the flashers somehow lasting the entire day, 12 hours now. This is all that's left. Incredible. Joe, Katya?
And
this is amazing.
Just kind of a minor thing, we just noticed, one of our camera people, in fact, noticed that on that van right behind you, that minivan, that there's a temporary license plate indicating they just bought the vehicle.
Just bought it, yeah.
A brand new Honda Odyssey.
Wow.
Hopefully they had coverage and insurance for it.
Certainly hope so, for sure. Okay.
Rudy, thanks. We'll check back with you in just a couple of minutes. We want to go over